Everyone, it's True Detective here with another book review, Blood Meridian. Is this an overrated Western novel or a rhyming masterpiece? Well, I think it's a bit of both. And first of all, this book is very well rated, at least on Goodreads, as the one of the best Western novels out there. So books that happen in the Wild West time era and territory. And this guy Cormac McCarthy, that is the writer over here, I think has written the screenplay for the movie No Country for Old Men, was it? I've seen that movie, and based on those reviews and that movie, I decided that I'm gonna read this book, even though I had a kind of a feeling that this probably won't be the book for me. And I was kind of right on that. First of all, over here we have a poetic, at least in the midsection of this book, he gets very poetic, and the skill that he uses words with over here is very sophisticated and high level of writing. I have to give some credit to that. It's a great writer, no doubt. But the story itself and the characters in it and the descriptions, it might be that for those that have actually lived in America and seen the landscape can feel into that much better, but I couldn't. Over here, I didn't feel that it was a very well described book, but then again, it was only the first time that I read it. It might be that if you read it a couple of times, you gain a lot more. I felt that the first half of the book kind of went just over my head, and I didn't really get what the story was all about. And it's not such a great, maybe a plot in this book, it's just the way that he uses words over here that is very skillful, I think. So yeah, that's Blood Meridian, another one of these Western novels. Would I read more from Cormac McCarthy? No, I think that I gained from this book a kind of a view on what kind of a writer this is, and based on that I wouldn't read more of this. So if you really like this writer, then that's all on you. It wasn't my favorite by any stretch. And if you know any great Wild Western type of novels or Western novels, then write them in the comments below. Feel free to disagree on this book or this point. I have seen that in my reviews for books, when I have, for some reason, the books that have criticized the most have gotten the most views on them, the book reviews. And people have always disagreed that it's such a great book when I said that, you know, it's not a very great book. Well, some even said that I don't know anything about literature. Well, I have read quite a bit of books. It must be at least 1,000 books at this point. And I have written about, I would say, 5,000 hours of my own stuff, so I kind of know something about language and how books are written, and I also know kind of what a great book is like. And I think that this had some of those characteristics of great book, but it wasn't all around great book. And it's very rare that any book is all around great, because writers are not many times all around great writers. But still they get published. You don't have to be amazing to get published, and you don't even have to be amazing of a writer to get bestseller nowadays. I think that was, yeah, it was this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad or something like that. And there he said that it's not about being the greatest writer, it's about being the bestseller writer. And this book, when it was first published, it read in the beginning section that it wasn't hailed as very much a great book, and it didn't get much recognition. And I could understand that. It might be better received in the future times. Maybe 20 years into the future, Americans will read this book and think of the good old bad times and look at their current day world in those moments then and realize that yeah, before smartphones we kind of could arrange words that they gave some kind of meaning and transported us somewhere else, and now it's all lost. Well, yeah, that's what I honestly, most modern day books, it's just that technology has fucked up our brains. We can no longer think as great writers did. Just honestly, I haven't read like a top modern novel that is very good in quite a long while. Yeah, so if you know any one of those, then write them down in the comments below. And now let's read some more stuff, and I'm going to try to read something else than just fiction. I've been pretty fiction heavy on this winter month and the winter time. Blood Meridian. Blood Meridian. Thumbnail for that. Thanks for watching this book review. Take your time with that book and keep following this channel for more books, more content, and true detective craziness.